Alright mate, I know you've been asking for this. It's my workout routine. What do I do to stay fit? How did I end up with this physique? Like I said to you before, it's still ongoing. I'm gonna tell you what I've done so far to get to where we are now. Now, if you haven't seen it, I've done a video on nutrition. Go and check that out, because I have said before that I believe that nutrition is one of the most important parts, actually the most important part when it comes to getting the physique that you desire. You can't go and pig out on McDonald's and expect to get nice results. So go and watch that and then come back and say, hey, so now what do I do in the gym? What should I be doing? I'm gonna let you guys know now. So of course, I'm gonna split this into pretty much two sections. Second section is a bit of a hybrid one, but you'll see when I get to it what I mean. Number one is of course going to the gym. Now I go to the gym, I try to go around 5 times a week, sometimes more, sometimes less. It really depended. When I first started this routine that I am currently doing, there were weeks when I went every single day and then had like a 1 rest day, or 6 days and then 1 rest day. But now I do tend to try to go 5 days a week. It usually ends up being around 4 to 5, but other activities come and subsidize in place of going to the gym. A lot of people have different types of splits. They do legs, or they do arms, they do push and pull. Me, typically throughout a week, I'll be targeting upper body muscles, and then the next day I will go to lower, and then the next day after that, upper again. For example, yesterday I was doing a lower back squat. I done leg extension, hip abduction, and calf raises. Today I will be doing an overhead press, single arm lat pull down, dumbbell incline press, pendlay row, pec fly, incline shrug, bent over reverse dumbbell fly, and some barbell skull crushes. Lovely to just finish off the upper body workout. So that is kind of how I split out my weeks. Of course, you can just Google what does an upper day look like in the gym, what does a lower day look like, and I'll split it by that. Then on alternate weeks, I will do full body splits. Now these tend to be compound exercises paired together. So next week, one of the days looks like this. It will be a squat and an overhead press day, and then we'll have other exercises that are for both upper and lower body for that day as well. Other full body day exercises focus on deadlift and bench press. One of my favorites is to make sure you get a pump arm day. All right, can't wait for the next one of that. You know, of course. Who doesn't like a pump day? I would have liked to leave my actual routine in the description for you guys below, but unfortunately it's not mine. It does come from fellow YouTuber Jeff Nippard. So if you guys do want to follow exactly what I'm doing, then it is from him. If at some point I develop a better routine for myself, then I will make sure to give to you guys. Now speaking of YouTubers, abs, of course, I work out my abs as well. There's only one routine that I do. There's one ab routine that I do, and try to do it after every normal gym exercise. So after I've done that, I'll go over to the free weights corner, get a yoga mat, slam it down and do this exercise. It's a high intensity ab exercise, and I believe it's by Money Abs something. It's a YouTube channel. I'll leave the link to that video in the description. It's high intensity and it doesn't give you a lot of time to rest. Now, when I first started doing this, it was difficult as hell. I sent it to my boy Rahul, and actually I got this video idea from my boy Ravi. He sent it to me, we started doing it, and now we've sent it over to Rahul. He's doing it, and when I first started, it was very, very difficult. Now I can keep up with the instructor, and well, to be honest, I do it so much I've memorized it in my head. I can do it to the speed that you're supposed to do it now, which is really good. And I think that did attribute to me being able to get these fish gills. Make sure you do your ab exercises, guys. Just throw it on at the end of your gym session if abs are important to you. Now the next two things are activities that I do outside of the gym. So I want to first start off with Muay Thai, which is something that I go to regularly. I have a direct debit coming out of my account for every Friday. My mindset when it came to booking this was, one, I do enjoy it. 2, it's functional and I get to learn how to fight. And I used to do it when I was younger. The place that I do it, we incorporate a lot of core exercises into it as well. There's a lot of conditioning. And so it really does help to up your fitness levels as a whole and your stamina, etc. Oh, my camera's about to die. I will finish this off later. Or maybe I can, no, it's gonna die. And now, actually, today is time for Muay Thai. So let me just slap on a rep in. As I was saying, bro, so Muay Thai is great because of all of those reasons that I listed before. And also it burns a lot of calories. So for me, a session averaging on around 1,300 calories burnt. I can't actually track it with my watch because I'm not able to wear it whilst training because I don't want the watch to break. Functional, I enjoy it, and it just makes sense to do it every week. Now, the other activity that I do, and I've picked up pretty recently, is badminton. Never thought I'd be a badminton geezer, but yeah, I like playing badminton. It burns a lot of calories and you don't even realise it. Recently I've been playing doubles because quite a lot of us actually go. And of course you don't burn as much calories playing doubles as you would do singles because, you know, you can rely on your partner. But it's a fun way to burn calories. Well, I don't like running anymore, and you know, given the issues I've had in the past with my ankle, football is kind of like, okay, if it gets to that point and we want to play football, fine. Maybe that's the one that you want to take up, but dude, just find a sport that you can play on a weekly basis and get out of the house. Even if you're not going gym, I think it's important for you to find at least one hobby / sport that you can take up and burn those calories, get yourself in shape. And an added element of this is the social part of it. You know, you can speak to people in gym, but it is kind of a solo thing. Like, you know, unless you're going with a partner, a lot of the time, for me anyway, it's a solo thing. I can't rely on other people to come to the gym with me, so I just make sure I go. With a sport, a lot of the time, you need to make sure that you're with someone else for most sports, right? So it's enjoyable if you can go there and spend some time, chill, and have fun whilst you're at it as well. And even if, guys, I encourage you, even if the people that you find aren't your go-to people that you would normally hang out with, then that's fine. The main person that I go to badminton with, I went to school with them. We didn't speak to each other at school at all, at all. But I mentioned to one of my other friends, yo, I'm picking up badminton, and they said, hey, why don't you go with this person? And I could have said, no, I don't know who that person is. Like, why would I do that? But instead, I said, no, why not? Let's go. And actually, it's good because you can end up forming meaningful relationships with the people that you are working out with, that you are engaging in these sports with. We know that sports brings men together. We've seen that happen throughout time. It can also break people up, but hey, we're not talking about doing competitive shit here. We're talking about going badminton weekly, okay? So yeah, bro, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, let me know what you enjoyed, and let me know if you're going to actually take up any of these things that I'm talking about. I need to get to training now, but like I say, as your friend, I've got you. Have a great weekend, mate.